Castor oil. We are seeing it pop up everywhere. But the thing is, castor oil's increased popularity comes with a lot of questions. Like, when's the right time to use it? How do you keep it from turning your bed into an oil slick? And my personal favorite, can castor oil help with fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue? Or is it just another overhyped internet trend? Don't worry, I got you. You will leave with answers and an insightful perspective on this slick little wonder. Let's dive in. What if I told you that castor oil wasn't just some old school remedy your grandmother swore by? What if it actually is a secret weapon for modern life? A way to get your body on your side? Whether you're dealing with bloating, exhaustion, or just trying to keep it together at 11 p.m. without losing your mind. So let's address some questions. First question. Should you use castor oil morning or night? Castor oil is not a one-size-fits-all. Let's just be clear about that. However, using castor oil in the morning, when you use castor oil in the morning, that's like giving your gut a wakey, it's time to get to work kind of call, like nudge. Using castor oil in the morning has been shown to give your digestion a jump start and give you energy actually throughout the day. But using castor oil at night, honey, let me tell you, that is a whole different vibe. Castor oil at night in your belly button or over your liver area is akin to, well, it feels like a spa from the inside out. It soothes, it calms, it lets your body let go of stress. It's like that really big inhale and exhale at the end of a long day. I've tried castor oil both in the morning and at night, internally and externally. And here's the deal. When you use castor oil, it really depends on your goal. Need energy? Use it in the morning. Need to relax? Use it at nighttime. To help with gas, bloat, regularity, use castor oil morning or night. Overall, there's no need to be super particular. Pick a time that works best for you, a time where you can be consistent. It's that simple. Next up, which is best for digestion, internal or external castor oil use? That's a good question. Look, I get it. Nobody wants to drink or ingest castor oil unless, well, you have to, even in its most edible form. Come back next week for that video. But there is a reason internal use works. It gives our gut, our colon, our intestines that nudge to get moving. And it's more immediate. It's not sexy, but it is effective. Now, external use. External use is more if you want the benefits of castor oil without the taste or the wanderings about when the internal happenings will happen. External use of castor oil, that comes in really handy. The food grade version of castor oil, that's really hard to come by, even for Amazon. Like, you can get a whole family on Amazon, but for some reason, being able to source and keep in stock the food grade castor oil, that's like a magic trick trying to happen. And hear me when I say, rubbing castor oil on your belly button is not some woo-woo trick. It works. Not just for me, it has worked with others. Watch this video to see some of the testimonies that others have had about their experience with castor oil. And that was just like the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more, and I'm going to share those with you soon. The external use of castor oil works because it absorbs through the skin. The skin is one of the largest muscles, organs that our bodies have. And so the things we put on our skin, it absorbs into our skin, into our tissue. The things we put on our skin could actually be working for us or against us. So just know that it matters. And when we use castor oil topically on our skin, it's like whispering to our internal organs and your muscles. Psst, relax. You've got this. There's a soothing, calming experience that happens when castor oil is used. The first time, for over 10 years, like I've been using it, castor oil used for digestion, internally, externally, you've got options. You get to choose what's right for you. So which one will you choose? This one is a biggie. Can castor oil help with fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue? Okay, I know a little something of what it feels like when your body has been hijacked by muscle and joint pain, exhaustion, and other weird happenings, and you have zero answers. Stress, lifestyle choices, cold, dry, windy weather, can all make the intensity of fibromyalgia worse, as well as impact chronic fatigue. It intensifies all of those experiences so much more. Let me just say that castor oil isn't a magic wand. It is a tool to help with the reduction of inflammation. For fibromyalgia, castor oil benefits in that it acts as a protective sheath that our nerves need. I have found a life filled with constant chronic pain, found that using castor oil lessens overall body tension, and that for me is so much worth the effort. It's not a magic potion. It doesn't erase and eliminate everything, but the reprieve from the pain is worth it for me. And for chronic fatigue, I've had both of them. I've managed both of these. So for chronic fatigue, castor oil helps with the lymphatic flush of toxins. It is believed that chronic fatigue, as well as fibromyalgia, is a buildup of too many toxins that are not being properly extracted from the body, from the organs, from the tissues. That's one of the theories. I don't know. All I know is it doesn't feel good. I don't like it. It's very limiting and restrictive for just living life the way, in my mind, we should be allowed to live life. Castor oil also helps to flush out other unhealthy byproducts that keep the lymph from being able to flow freely throughout our bodies. I am in no way saying that castor oil is a cure-all for anything. It will not cure any and everything. It really doesn't. But for me, it gives enough relief from the pains, the discomforts, just the feeling a lack of control over my life and my ability to be able to manage my life, to live my life, to feel okay and comfortable in my body. It does enough that it's worth the time, the investment, the research, the routines. It's worth it all for me. You will have to decide if it's worth it for you. All right, let's talk spills. Here's the question. How do you keep castor oil from spilling, ruining the sheets? Castor oil is thick, it's sticky, and prone to messing up your bed sheets, your good pajamas, and it is a fast way to ruin a good self-care moment, the cleanup of it all. Sometimes it could just make you not want to use it just because of that alone. Here's a solution I've used some 7-10 years now. First of all, castor oil at night. That's not the time for you to break out those luxurious pajamas. Don't do that. When you're using castor oil topically, one, it calls for you going to bed in an old t-shirt or old pajamas or something that you like, I don't really care too much about. You're not trying to, have a romantic moment. None of those things. That's not happening. Two, you want to use a thick absorbent towel between you and your bed. If your sheets or your pajamas do happen to get stained, gently rub a degreaser like Dawn soap on the area, then sprinkle a little bit of baking soda on the stain and let it sit for about 20 minutes. Pop it in the wash. It should be fairly good as it was before. I won't say good as new because I don't know what it looked like before you did it, but it should be decent enough where you don't feel like, oh my goodness, I can't walk around, I can't wear this again. Moving right along. Another important question that needs clearing up is, should you use food grade castor oil all the time since it absorbs into the skin? I am so glad you asked that question because that's a great one. Food grade castor oil is great. Finding it, not so great, but it's great. It's pure, it's clean, it goes through more inspectional hoops before it's allowed to be released for sale and usage, and it works well internally. Topical castor oil can be processed somewhat differently. It could have other oils, fragrances, and whatnot added to it. Things that benefit the external skin. Yes, even if you're using it topically, I would highly recommend opting for high quality cold pressed brand of castor oil. Don't get the cheap stuff. Don't get the stuff that was, spend the extra $2-3 to get higher quality in a glass bottle, hexane free, organic, all the things. Spend the extra money. It's worth it. You're worth it. Since food grade castor oil can be a bit more costly and it's hard to come by, and topical castor oil is made primarily for skincare, personally, I would grab a skin-friendly castor oil for castor oil packs, eyebrows, hair growth, and I would say food grade castor oil for those times when an internal cleanse is desired. And to get the most bang out of your castor oil efforts, watch this video playlist next.